Hey everyone, welcome back to Unextreme Travel Adventures. Tomorrow we are taking a trip to Taman Negara, which is Malaysia's rainforest, really.
Big rainforest.
Big rainforest. And tonight we're getting ready for our trip. So we've got water bottle.
We have some things ready.
Okay.
We have bug spray, we have our water bottle, and we have leech socks.
Leech socks.
So, what is the deal with leech socks?
You tell me. So we're looking at Taman Negara and hiking, and there's several hiking trails that you can go on, most of which say you need to have leech socks. Apparently, in the jungle, there are leeches that will crawl on you.
Okay.
So you take leech socks, tuck your pants inside, and these aren't actually real leech socks. These are just socks that we picked up.
Right.
We went to a store and they were out. So apparently they're using them. We'll find out.
And I didn't have any long socks with me on the trip, so.
Yep. So we've got some packing to do.
Got some packing to do, and another thing we like to have prepared is some kind of snacks. Taman Negara is about 3 hours away from where we are, so we're gonna have snacks for the car, and we'll have snacks for our hiking in case there's nothing available there. It's good to be prepared so we're not hungry. So
Let's go get some snacks.
let's get some snacks. Before we do that, we're here in Malaysia during Ramadan.
Yes.
And one of the most fun things that we've run into so far are these pop-up food courts, food tents. And they just have everything, things that we've never seen. They have all sorts of drinks to try. And we just love going there. And we'll get our snacks there, but we'll probably end up with some things for supper as well.
All right, we're on our way.
All right, let's go.
We're off. Here we go.
Okay.
So they say that the last 50 minutes of our drive today are better handled in a four-wheel drive car. We're gonna do it in this.
We're on the road. It's about a 3-hour drive from Kuantan to Kuala Tahan, the gateway to the Taman Negara rainforest. The roads are winding, the views are gorgeous. Malaysia's countryside is full of lush greenery, small villages, and it's a perfect build-up to our rainforest adventure. One of the absolute best parts of slow travel is you are able to stop when you see something interesting. And having a great travel partner like Dean is great. He's not afraid to stop, and we get to see all sorts of fun things along the way. For example, look at this temple that we just were driving by, and I said, hey, let's stop and take a look at that. And we did, and it was amazing. Here you can see all the lush green trees in the foreground and the mountains in the background, and the clouds are trying to take over the mountains. This is the stuff that we just live for. At this point, we're getting close to the spot where we thought the road was going to get pretty bad. And although the road is narrow and windy and you have to be very careful on the curves, we were very happy to find out that there was very good road all the way to the town. We did not need a 4x4, and that made things a lot easier. And we arrived safe and sound to cross the river and see about this rainforest. The first thing you do when you make it to the town of Kuala Tahan is hop on a little water taxi boat and get over to the rainforest, Taman Negara. The boat ride cost 25 cents each, and of course we tipped our driver a little better. Once you're at the rainforest, you buy your tickets, and the tickets were actually about 25 cents each, and about $1.50 for camera charge. And couple that with the 25 cents getting on the water taxi, and you're in the national rainforest for $2. A lot of the walkways are this boardwalk type walk. There are guided tours and also self-guided tours, which is what we chose to do. There's also an overnight trip where you must be accompanied with a guide, and that takes you to a beautiful waterfall. We did not go on that, but we saw and spoke to many hikers that were going on it, and looked really fun and really exciting. You have to have a backpack, and you must be accompanied with a guide. Taman Negara is over 130 million years old. I can't imagine what that was like. I mean, I suppose it's a lot like it is now. We felt very grateful that we were able to do this hike and see this beautiful place. Have you ever been to a rainforest? If so, please let us know where you've been. We'd be very interested in finding out. When we were researching the hike to Taman Negara, we saw a lot of mixed information about whether the canopy walk was open or if it wasn't. We went in March 2025, and there's a 1.1 kilometer trail getting to the canopy walk, but once we arrived, the canopy walk was closed, and it does seem like it's been closed for a long time. The smells and the sounds of the rainforest was really intense. Just listen to this. We hiked to the top of this hill, which was about 1,000 feet, and we were absolutely blown away with the view from the hilltop. Just look at this. We just couldn't be happier about our day at the rainforest. This was so amazing. Driving home, we go past miles and miles of these palm tree plantations or palm tree orchards. Palm oil is the most used oil in the world. You see these big palm cones, as I call them, which are actually big fruit bunches growing on the trees, being harvested and being transported, and those are taken to be processed and turned into palm oil.
We are back from our wonderful visit to Taman Negara Rainforest. And let me tell you, it was everything we hoped for and more. There, in the park itself, there are all sorts of flora, fauna, trees, animals, birds, butterflies. Of course, you don't see them readily because it's a well-trafficked area. I believe if you went to the overnight camping where you hike and you go up to the waterfall, you'd have a much better chance of seeing more wildlife. We did see several birds. We saw quite a few monkeys, and we saw about a 2-foot monitor that ran away very quickly. And lots of butterflies, and we heard the cicadas, so it was a wonderful experience. And the question now is, did we need the Leech socks or not? I'll tell you, Dean and I were 2 people out of a handful that actually had on hiking clothes, and we were the only 2 goobers that had long socks on. Everybody else we saw had on shorts, tank tops, tennis shoes. Like I said, a couple other people had on long pants, but I don't think the Leech socks are necessary. But the good news is we did not get any leeches on us. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more tips, tricks, and adventures, we would love that. See you on the next one. Thank you.